Hi, welcome to Main Street Macro. I'm Neela Richardson. This week is a huge data week for the economy. We are going to get a lot of fresh data. And so today in the Main Street Macro, we are going to preview the week ahead from a lens that is really important to growth, but often ignored, and that's international trade. Here are three reasons why global trade is important to Main Street. Reason number one, global trade is an important for the economy. We spend most of our time, the bulk of our attention on the consumer and their spending habits. And the real reason is, well, the consumer is the bulk of economic growth. But international trade plays a key role because it determines what people have access to purchase, and really importantly now, how much things cost. Now, for rich countries like the United States, they tend to import more than they export. And the US has had a trade deficit for several decades. But wait, it's not as bad as it sounds. Just because we're importing more, it reflects the fact that the US economy rebounded quickly after the pandemic, more quickly than other countries in the world. And last week, we saw that the trade deficit held on to a record high. The second important thing about trade is that it can actually lower inflation. The reason why prices are so elevated now is because of all the supply chain shortages due to the pandemic. Inflation is now risen to highs not last seen for 4 decades. And we're going to get a fresh data point on inflation this week. It's the headliner for all that macro data that's coming out. Well, what can trade do? For one, trade makes things more efficient. It allows companies to source goods and inputs that they need for production. And it's really important in easing the wheel of the global supply so that we get our products at the lowest cost possible. And here's the third reason why trade is important to Main Street, it's that trade resilience is the new trend for the post pandemic economy. Global trade has now almost rebounded to pre pandemic levels, but there's a difference. It's not the whole story. In fact, there is more attention now, not just to lowering costs through trade, but also increasing trade resilience so that companies have the inputs they need to produce the goods that consumers demand. Trade resilience will be the new trend of the future, and that will help the US economy continue to grow over the long term. Thanks for watching the Main Street Macro. For more information and a deep dive on all that data coming out this week, please go to adpri.org.